All right, guys, well, I'm back today with a very impressive high value and budget flashlight solution from the company Solofish. And leave it to Amazon companies to have the craziest names, but this is absolutely awesome. What we are looking at today is a very impressive dual mount solution, and this is the SL-9076 flashlight from Solofish. Now, you can either mount it up via the Mlok attachments that's already included in the box, and you can also mount it up with the pick rail attachments that come already affixed to the light itself. I removed them out of the Mlok screws and mounted it up solid, but that's one of the first things I want to mention, as this can either mount to Picatinny rail or Mlok rail systems. And if you have a lot of these MOE rail systems that have these lips at the end and it's not quite sitting the way you want or putting it where you want, it actually comes with Mlok spacers to raise it off the rail just slightly. So if you're worried about this interfering with some type of gas block assembly, depending on what setup you have, they also include Mlok spacers in the box, pretty much making this a jack-of-all-trades mounting solution, and it is incredibly convenient. The other cool thing about this light is there's not a ton of bells and whistles, and there's absolutely no cables. The pressure switch is built into the light itself, and to swap out the batteries, you simply unthread the head of the light, and it takes two standard CR123As, and I also love that. There's no rechargeable port. There's no worrying about vampire drain on rechargeable batteries. You can pick your favorite CR123As and get about an hour and 15 minutes of runtime. There's also not a ton of confusing settings with high and low. It's simply on when you click the button, or you can do temporary on when you long press, which is absolutely convenient and easy to use. The other mode is double click for a defensive strobe, and that's it. It's got a mechanical lockout system, so while it's in your bag, you can't accidentally press the button. And I'm going to tell you guys the greatest part of this entire setup. These are 35 bucks. These are $35 on Amazon. Now, we will talk about the performance and reliability, but I wanted to get that price out of the way. Now, at the time of reviewing this light, it's actually $32.75, the cheapest I've ever seen it. And when I saw it, I knew I had to grab this flashlight. Now, I've been running it on this AP5L, and it's been working out great down at the range. And on top of that, this has been around on Amazon. I've just yet to try it. It's got 304 reviews at 4.6 stars. So it is actually vetted by the Amazon community, and they seem to be giving it 2 thumbs up, and I am too. Now, the cool thing about this light is if I can extend back, it's got a nice center spot for a great throw, and at 1450 lumens, it's a pretty powerful light. It also has this nice diffuse light around the spot to give you a nice flood, and it's going to be great down at the range or inside your home for personal defense. It's IP6 waterproof rated, which is not the greatest waterproof rating in the world, but a lot better than some other flashlights on the market, especially with integrated pressure switches and pressure switches attached. That IPX6 is going to be perfect for rain. If you spill water on it, you drop it in a creek real quick, it's going to be fine. You're not going to scuba dive with this light, but that's not what it's designed for. And let's remember the price of right around $35. And handles recoil just fine, and it doesn't skip on and off under recoil, and that's why I record a lot of those shots in slow motion to detect any flickers or shudders, and this does not do that. So it is working out great down at the range. Now, granted, I haven't tried it on something like a 308 Shorty that's going to beat this thing up like crazy, but for your standard calibers, I think you're going to be perfectly fine, and this is going to do well. The mount up was rock solid. Nothing came loose, nothing threaded out. Just a solid light for the money. If you want to pause this guy right here and read all the detailed specs and features and understand its mounting options, you can pause that and do that right there. Now, unfortunately, because of YouTube's policies, I can't show mounting this or taking it off, things like that, but it's fairly straightforward and it's really easy to do. In summary, it's a solid budget light, especially for those more obscure platforms like the AP5s, the MP5s, CZ Scorpions, things like that, where you may not have great access to like a top pressure switch mount like on a flat top AR. Something like this is going to be an absolutely great option. I'm glad I found it, and this is one of my favorite lights right now for under 50 bucks, available on Amazon. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, and by the way, I have no affiliation with this company. But I will be putting Amazon links in the description below that are affiliate links. So if you click on them, it helps out the channel at no extra cost to you. Just brings you right to the deals. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.